Brent Wilsey. Brent, good morning. Always great to see you.
Good to be here.
This is so confusing.
It really
is. You got
is.
Variable life, whole life. What are the kind of life?
Term,
Universal
decreasing
life,
term. You got all kinds of things.
Right.
Yes, yes.
How do you know what's right?
Well, it's so hard, Jason. And let me first off say, life insurance is not an investment. I've seen so many people come to my office. They were sold a policy saying, "Oh, it's a great investment." Life insurance is to pay money if you were to die. It is not an investment, so please get that out of your head. Expenses in life insurance are very high, and the reason why it is sold to you is the commissions behind the scenes are 70, 80% is what that insurance person is getting. On top of that, Jason, for the next 3, 4, 5, 10 years, they're getting another 3 to 5% on top of that. So they're saying, yes, they're going to do anything they can to get you to buy that policy.
You're talking about commissions that go 70, 80%?
Yes, yes.
That's
so
insane.
It is insane, yeah. And that's why it's pushed so hard, and they'll say almost anything to get you to buy it. And the other thing, too, they talk about, well, it's okay, you can borrow from it tax-free. That is true, but it's not true because you borrow from it. There's expenses on that as well. If the policy lapses, you pay all these taxes. And I did this when I first got in the industry. People told me, oh, it's a great thing. I did it. I had 2 years later people complaining, I don't want this loan. How do I get out of it? It's terrible. Life insurance is only if you were to pass away.
So if somebody is in a policy right now and they realize this isn't for me, can you get rid of it? Can you sell it? Can you opt out?
You really have to analyze it because unfortunately the expenses are so high. If you bought it for the first year, many times you might have put in $2,000 to $3,000 into it. Unfortunately, you cash it in, you get nothing. Could be the best thing to do, but you got to analyze the need for life insurance, and that's the important part. Is that you got all these different policies we talked about, but the question is, do you really need life insurance? And we were talking before we came on. If you have, a new home you buy, you got a wife, 2 kids, a baby on the way. If you pass away, your income's going to be missed. You've got to replace that income and pay off those debts for your family so they don't get kicked out of the house. The other time I'll point out when you need life insurance is that if you're older, you have a business or a farm, that might be a time to have life insurance because if you pass away, the estate does not have the taxes or the money to pay the taxes, and you could have to sell assets at a bad price. But other than that, you don't need life insurance if there's not a financial need for the loss of your income.
Okay, let's say somebody's in a position, they're watching right now, and they say, okay, I definitely need life insurance. My income would be missed if I passed away. I want to make sure my wife and kids are going to be able to keep the house. But they just heard you say commissions go 70, 80%. Where do you go to find out what the right type is and the right price and all that?
Well, you can actually go to a select quote online. I've seen that. Go to a good financial planner. Our guy at our office, he actually does it. It's not his main thing. We do it if someone really needs a life insurance, but we'll do term insurance. How long do you need that insurance for? Because the lower the premium, the less you're going to pay on commissions. But that's why the insurance salesman tries to get the premium higher because they'll make more money with a higher commission on a higher premium. So look at the need first. Do you need life insurance? If you do, how much do you need? How long do you need it? You need it 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, and then fit that need with the insurance that fits the bill best.
And don't worry about having the cash in the policy because, like you said, it's not an investment. Don't look at it as a piggy bank.
No,
it's just to pay off bills and things that your loved ones might need you to be gone.
And once you don't need it, stop it, cancel it. No sense in keep putting that money in there because you can take that money, put in an IRA, get a tax deduction.
Yeah, oh, very good.
Yeah.
Now you offer these seminars. We always talk about them, and so many people are helped by these. They're free. Do you have any coming up?
We got one coming up this Thursday, the 28th at 7 o'clock in Scripps Ranch, and these are things we talk about at this. We talk about investing, we talk about insurance, we talk about annuities to try to make people smarter when it comes to their investments. It is free, seating's limited, but they can get that by going to our website, smartinvesting2000.com, and I think you know that website.
Smart Investing 2000. I was driving down Convoy. I looked up. I saw your face on a billboard. I'm like, man, he's a big deal.
Yeah, well, we try. I don't want to say I'm a big deal.
yeah, you help a lot of people. Brent Wilsey.
Make me turn red.
Thanks a lot. Smartinvesting2000.com. Of course, there's a link on our website, KUSI.com.